Hey, Divas and Boos, this is Shay, your Love Diva, coming to you live. And today we're going to be talking about how to secure a date because I have had quite a few emails from you guys who are asking, Shay, Valentine's Day is coming up and I really want a date. So, how in the world do I position myself so that I can get a date in time for Valentine's Day? In time for Valentine's Day. So listen, you guys, here's the thing. It's not just about the day, the one day Valentine's Day. It's about setting yourself up so that you have many dates after Valentine's Day. Heart emoji. Demi, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're coming on, leave your heart emoji. Welcome. So it's not about Valentine's Day, you guys. It's so much bigger than that. Is it nice to get chocolate and flowers and all that other stuff on Valentine's Day? Meh, yeah, I guess. But you can send that stuff to yourself. Is it nice to be able to go out to dinner with somebody? Not if it's not the right person. So, what I would like to do is give you advice on how you can position yourself to attract the right person who you're going to enjoy going out with, not only on Valentine's Day, but many days after that. First thing, be available. If you are not available emotionally and physically, then you cannot set yourself up. There are so many of you guys who are in a relationship, you're unhappy, and you're looking for your exit strategy. And I say, work on becoming the best version of you and leaving so that when you leave the situation, you won't have much work to do and you will position yourself to attract somebody like that. Okay. And if you're emotionally caught up on your ex and you're still hurting on an ex, then boo, you're not available. You're emotionally tied up. Like two things can't occupy the same space at the same time. So it's no way that you're going to be open to somebody new if you're caught up on the last guy. So make sure that you are available. Make sure that you are open. And you're like, Shay, but what if, hey boo, how are you, Latrice? Welcome. So good to see you guys. I missed y'all. I was like, let me go ahead and do a live. I haven't seen you guys, but I wanted to do a live in time for Valentine's Day and say hi. I will do some more videos, but your girl has been so super busy, so please forgive me. Heart emoji when you're coming on, heart emoji. All right, so first one, be available. Second one, put yourself out there. And how do you put yourself out there? All right, so I know there's a lot of new age advice going on saying, ladies, like we are Miss Independent. I love the heart emojis. Thank you guys. So, ladies, we are Miss Independent and we don't have to be at the mercy of a guy anymore. We can make the first move. If you feel like it's okay for the woman to make the first move and approach a guy, raise your hand. leave one heart emoji or a broken heart emoji. Go ahead, let me know. Does anybody who's watching this think that a woman should make the first move when she sees a guy that she is interested in? Please let me know. I really want to know because this is just an open dialogue and I'm curious to find out what are your thoughts on that. So share it. She said, nah, N-A-W, nah. Here's the thing. No matter what anybody out there is telling you guys, the rules of dating are still the same. You know why? Because the biology of men are still the same. Men still make testosterone. They still have a male brain that is not like the female brain, you guys. So when a man sees somebody who they're attracted to, even the nice guys, they will go after that person. I promise you. And if he's not going after her, then he's what they call an inactive male. And if you make the first move, then what you're going to find is that throughout the relationship, you're going to have to keep making the first move. When he does something wrong, you're going to have to make the move to have the conversation, the talk, in order to resolve the situation. When you want to have a romantic date, you're going to have to make the first move to show him how to date you. Like when you guys get married, you're going to have to make the first move to have the, are you going to marry me discussion. Like you're going to have to constantly be putting yourself in position to make the first move. And you know what that does to ladies? Well, I'm glad you asked. It diminishes our estrogen. And when a woman has diminished estrogen, that makes her frustrated, angry. That also depletes her life force. She is more likely to die sooner with a depletion in estrogen. Also, she has a less feeling of well-being and being stable and being supported. She doesn't feel all of those emotions as she would if she had a man that he catered to her. He didn't mind making the first move. He didn't mind being the one that's going to pursue her. Because trust and believe, when a man values you, and he will know by looking at you, when he sees something in you, that's something. And just because a guy doesn't see anything in you, my beautiful diva, doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. It just means that he's just not your one. But there is somebody, as you're looking left, who's looking at you, and they're looking at you like you're the one. But you can't see them because you're busy looking left. So don't approach guys. You can select them, but you let them do the chasing and you let them do the choosing. So this is what you do. So let's say that you want to find a good option. You put yourself out there. So you go to places where there's going to be men. You go to places where there's going to be single men. You know where there's places where there's single men? Let me think. Singles ministries, a lot of bars. And I'm not saying bar. I'm saying like a sports bar where guys go and they're watching sports. There's commercial. What do you think they're going to want to do during the commercial? That's right. You guessed it. They're going to want to talk. They're going to want to flirt. They're going to want to have a conversation with you. And don't be with the girls that are going to be all closed and just talking to each other. You want to be the kind of girls that's having fun. You guys are enjoying each other. You're joking around and talking smack with the other guys, but you're still leaving it classy and feminine. And then you leave yourself available so that guys want to approach you. Another thing you do is you smile more. Studies show that women who smile more are more approachable, that men view them as being more approachable. They also view them as being more attractive. The same picture of the same woman was shown to a man, one of her smiling and one of her not smiling. And you know that they found what Lady B said, I feel weird just walking around smiling. Hey, Lady B, when you get into the habit of smiling, I promise you that it will feel good. It will feel natural. But if you're smiling and you're showing that you're enjoying life, that you got a secret, like he's going to be like, whoa, like what's up with her? Like I want to get down with whatever she's getting down with because she looks happy. She looks approachable because nobody wants to be with a negative Nancy. And some of you guys, not you, Lady B, because I can just tell with a name like Lady B, you stay smiling. But some of you guys, y'all be on regular resting bitch face. And nobody's going to want to approach that. I'm sorry. They're just not. So put the smile on and then you'll have guys that's approaching you. You want to just set yourself up. Salsa dancing is great. You got all kinds of guys. They want to learn how to dance. You want to learn how to dance. It's very romantic. It's a very sensual type of dance. And it's awesome because a lot of us women, we operate in our testosterone in our corporate jobs. And because of that, our masculine energy is way too high. Men are attracted to feminine energy, ladies. She said, no, I don't stay smiling, but I'm told I have a beautiful smile. I just rest my face and I think I'm smiling, but I'm not. I know it happens all the time where people think that they're smiling, but they look like this. No, boo. I need you to actively put a smile on your face. Okay? So when we're in corporate America, we use a lot of our masculine energy. And then we come home and we go out to places and we have that same masculine energy, that same, I got it, I can take it, I don't need you to open my door, I can pay for my own meal, I got the pickle jar, I'll open my pickle jar. And then you're wondering why guys aren't approaching you. The reason why guys aren't approaching you, honey, is because there's no room for him. You're wearing the underwear and the boxers too. So you have to be able to sit in your feminine energy. And I teach you how to do that. You got to be able to increase your feminine energy and balance that masculine and feminine energy because it feels good to you. It increases your estrogen. It increases your sense of well-being. It increases your life force. It also increases your money. Did you know that? Did you know that feminine women, even in corporate America, make more money? Do you think it's odd if men almost never approach? If men never approach you, then that's because you're sending the message not to approach you. It's not because you're not pretty enough. It's not because something's wrong with you. It's not because of any other outside factors. It's just that you're sending the signal to not be approached. And a lot of times we don't even know. That's the reason why I'm really big on this self-reflection thing. I'm really big on healing our stuff, like getting ourselves ready first before we start to date. That is a big part of my 5-step process to actually attracting the one, is healing. Because sometimes the reason why guys aren't approaching you is because in the back of your mind, you have that ex that you really, really loved and that you trusted and who said that he wanted to marry you and that you were the one. And then next thing you know, you walked on him with your best friend, or he left you for another woman, or, and then now you're like, how am I going to trust somebody again? Like, I thought this was a great guy and I'm disappointed. So part of me wants love, but the other part of me still remembers the hurt. I still remember the disappointment, and I don't want that to happen again. So you set this conflicting message out into the universe subconsciously, and guys follow suit. They follow suit. But back to my original point, you guys, men are still men. So when men are pursuing women, did you know that their testosterone, Lady B said, how do you change that with meditation? Lady B, let me tell you something. I have a whole entire process for helping you to heal, helping you to become who you need to become, like your whole authentic self, fully showing up so that they can see who you really are and you can attract a healthy relationship. You learn how to manifest love by aligning with your soulmate. You learn how to date like a boss. You learn how to utilize the art of dating so that you date in a lane where there is no competition. And I teach you how to be able to create, co-create, and maintain a healthy relationship. So I teach all of that stuff. And it does incorporate positive mind meditations that I use, but there's so much more techniques that I teach you. So it's real easy. I mean, it's simple. I can get you there, but understand it's important to be there. It's important that you increase that feminine energy. It's important that you do heal. It's important that you work on yourself. It's kind of like if you know you're having guests that's coming home. You know they're coming to visit your house. They're coming from out of town. What do you do? What do you do? Anybody, please somebody tell me, what do you do when you know guests are coming from out of town? We clean up, right? We buy new linen. We get the house together. We fix whatever is broken if we don't want our house to like look completely a mess. Like, we get it together. We prepare because we know they're coming. Let me tell you something. Your soulmate is coming. That's right. Clean up. The house smells good. You clean up the kids. They be raggedy the whole time. But when people show up, those kids be clean and together, right? But let me tell you something, you guys. Your soulmate's coming. The fact that you're watching this right now, you've already set the vibration out into the universe that says that you want that you want love. So you set that intention out into the universe. So it's coming. Now, what keeps it from arriving as fast as you want? Latrice, let me ask you something, Shay. It's a male relationship coach that he's telling women on the first date to pay for your own food on a date. What do you think? Okay. Stick a needle in that. I'm going to answer that. All right. Your soulmate is on his way. You've already set out the intentions. What slows it down is when you put the fear and when you put the doubts. MGTO. What is that? He's an MGTOW. That's what Lady B said. So when you put the fears, when you put the doubts, when you have those thoughts like, all men cheat, there's no good men, there's not enough men, maybe I'm not meant to get married. When you're putting all of those belief systems out there, that's what slows down and blocks what is already coming to you. You can't believe that love is going to show up. You have to know, like there's this, you got to know that you know without a shadow of a doubt that it's coming up. That's what draws the magnetism. So Lady B says, stop watching people who have opposite beliefs you have. It causes confusion in your belief system. Here, let me tell you something, you guys. I am literally the only coach on the planet that combines the science of attraction, law of attraction, and the art of dating. The art of dating based on doing my own dating experiment of going on over 100 dates and interviewing thousands of men, okay? I'm not telling you what I think, I'm telling you what I know. I'm also talking about the science because as a pharmaceutical rep who is paid and trained to read studies and to study science, I incorporate a lot of that too. So when somebody tells you poor advice like you should pay for the first date, don't listen to that, because that is not science. Because when a guy is interested in you, even if he invites you out on a date, he should be paying. Okay. And that's only because you're honoring the biology, you're honoring the natural order of things. If he's inviting you, it's like if you invite somebody to your house to dinner, are you going to ask them to pay you for the dinner that you're making? Is anybody, are you guys going to ask them to pay for the dinner? Now, if you, for guys, you don't have to go all out and take them to an expensive dinner the first time. I don't recommend that either. You can meet up at a really nice place. Like a lot of places have like these outdoor malls that are really nice. You can walk around there. You guys can go for some ice cream. It costs what, $5 to buy a cone of ice cream? You know, you can go to, she's like, yes. Like, I was like, what? I agree. Right. It's crazy. So you can go for Starbucks and you guys can get a Starbucks that's $5. I feel like women watching a whole bunch of people and don't know what to believe. They have to decide what they want and then believe that they can get it. And that's what's for them. Here's the thing. When you're listening to people, because I get it, like you want love and you want to figure out what is it going to take for you to be able to manifest love. I totally get it. But listen to your spirit. Like when you're listening to somebody, and this is the reason why, like a lot of guys who are giving advice, they're giving advice not based on what's going to benefit you as the woman. They're giving advice based on what's going to benefit them as a man. They're not giving advice based on intrinsically, scientifically, biologically, what motivates men. Because in the thousands of men that I interviewed who were married, less than 1% said that they did not pay for the date. Less than 1% said that they did not chase. That means 99% of the men who I interviewed said that not only did they pursue their wives, they saw them, something about her is what rang the antennas up, and that they were willing to do what they had to do in order to earn their wife's heart. And that included when they took them out on a date, they paid for it. They felt like that was their job. Now, the men that I interviewed, it's funny, the men that I interviewed who felt like, no, I'm not paying for a date, those ended up being men who were chronically single. Chronically. They were the ones that were the commitment phobes. They were the ones who had a hard time maintaining a healthy relationship. They also were the ones that had a lot of baby mama drama. So do you, in either way, do you, but determine what experience that you want. I'm here as a professional love transformer that's here to elevate you to another level, to attract the kind of man who's gonna want to pursue you. That's what I'm gonna teach you how to do. But if you want to be the one that's pursuing guys, then I'm not the coach for you. And it's okay, because not everybody is for you. So you have to figure out like what's gonna vibrate with your spirit. But when somebody's telling you that you need to pay for your own food on a date, that's a hot mess, no. And when somebody is telling you that you need to make the first move and go up to the guy and ask what his name is, that's a hot mess. Absolute not. Okay? Because you're a queen. I want you to share with me if you're changing your perspective to putting your queendom hat on. Think about Queen Elizabeth. Do you think that she is going around begging people to be in her presence? Or is it an honor to be in the presence of the queen? Do you think Michelle Obama has to beg anybody to be in her presence as the queen? Do you think that? Or do people just find it an honor to be in her presence? Because people can recognize a queen, even a queen who doesn't have to declare themselves as being a queen, because of the way she carries herself, the way she values herself, the way she embodies her level of self-confidence and self-love. That automatically causes a guy, the right one, to rise to that occasion. And then some of you guys are like, but what if he's just playing a game? Like, what if he isn't the real thing? Well, then that's when I teach you how to be able to recognize the signs. This is how I teach you how to hone in your gut feeling that something doesn't feel right, and not to ignore that. That's when you learn better so that you can do better. Because you, my beautiful diva, was well equipped to be able to discern if somebody has your best interest at heart or not. You are equipped to be able to do that. So don't fear. Like, when you start this process and you start the process with first getting you together, then you always pray the prayer, God, have your will. Have your will. Even if I think I want this guy, I'm asking you to just have your will and protect me and watch over me. Watch my back. Let me be able to see the truth. And if he doesn't have good intentions, God, make that clear and make it not work. Allow him to vibrate out of my whole space as quickly as possible. But if it is meant to be, if this is the one, then let it be and let it be clear to me. And if you want to even go a step further, allow me to become that which I want to attract. Because a lot of you guys are asking for a guy who makes six figures. She said, but is there more dudes than gentlemen? Is that common? So, Lady B, the best answer for that question is that there is as many gentlemen as women who are calling forth that gentleman. Did you catch that? You might have to press repeat to hear that. There are as many gentlemen available as women who are calling forth the experience of being able to manifest and attract a gentleman. You don't have to attract a dude. Trash attracts flies. And none of y'all divas is trash at all, but a lot of you guys have lied to yourself and you think you are less than what you are. So then now, because you have the illusion going on, then you attract flies. But let me tell you something, gold does not attract flies. It's not appealing to the flies. Gold does not. So you have to be able to learn and understand who and whose you are, because when you fully embody that and when you step high, like, oh, I know my soulmate's coming, and you're utilizing some of the tools that I teach you with being able to experience your soulmate on a spiritual plane, it's impossible not to attract love. Impossible. You will attract it and it will become so easy. It's just about knowing. It's just about knowing. Think about something that you had a difficult time learning, and at first it seemed daunting. And then once you learned it and figured it out, it was so easy. You were able to do it like that. I was a single mother with no money who's down and out. And after I did the dating experiment and discovered the secrets I was able to discover, I was able to capture a man's heart in less than 30 days, like that. Some of you guys been there from the beginning and you would watch the video that I would say, okay, it's day 1. I just met this nice guy. Now it's day 60. I know, I don't think I'm worthy. I feel like I'm stupid or not enough, and I'm going to counseling over it. My beautiful queen, I completely honor you for your truth. She said that she doesn't believe that she's worthy. She feels like she's stupid and that she's dumb and she's not worthy. And there's a lot of women who feel like that. There's a lot of people who feel like they're not worthy. And there's nothing anybody can tell you, because all day long, everybody can keep saying, no, you are beautiful. No, you are a queen. No, you are divinely created. Remember who created you. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Your spirit, listen to me. Remember who you are. We can say that all day long. But if you don't take the steps to discover it, then you're not going to be able to hear all that. It's going to be nothing but white noise. And counseling is great, but also having somebody in your corner who can tell you where to step as you are developing your sense of self-love, who is unhooking the subconscious beliefs, because those are just lies. A belief is just a lie you keep telling yourself. That's it. A belief is a thought you just keep thinking over and over and over again. So you think that thought over and over again, it becomes a belief. So are you going to a counselor who can unhook those thoughts, reprogram not your conscious mind, but your subconscious mind, so you automatically move towards the belief system and the thoughts that will draw you closer to attracting your soulmate? I encourage you to make sure that you have that in your corner. Somebody who can give you a roadmap towards what it takes to go from point A, single, feeling like you're not enough, feeling like you're unworthy, feeling like you're stupid and doesn't deserve love, to somebody who is a diva, divine, intelligent, vivacious, and alluring, and who can manifest love. Okay? That's what you want to do. You want to be able to have somebody in your corner that can do that. But beautiful divas, understand me. As you move closer to Valentine's Day, I want you to know for a fact there was somebody created to love you. And I'm not just talking about anybody, I'm talking about a good somebody. You don't have to settle. You don't have to compromise. You don't have to. You deserve the best. So on the 19th, I'm having a absolute free webinar. She said, my counselor told me I need to go out more. I'm always in the house. Sweet Lady B, I would recommend that you not go out at all or try to find love until you first start the process with healing you and healing the way you think about yourself. Because right now you're not ready. And like vibrations attract like vibrations. So if you go out dating, believing that you're unworthy, then you're going to attract somebody who's going to treat you like that. So I recommend right now, just chill out and work on you. Let me help you. Join the class. Come to the free webinar that's going to be on the 19th at 7:30. You can go ahead and register. I'm going to leave a link under this video, so come back. Or you can go to yourlovediva.com, and then the top button link, you can just go ahead and register. Because I only have 35 spaces. So go ahead and register now. And then I will be sharing some secrets with you on how to attract a good guy, on how to date in this crazy dating atmosphere and date where you are actually on top. How do you heal? How do you love yourself and accept yourself as you are? And how do you be that woman who attracts a good man who will never cheat on you or leave you? So join me on February the 16th so we can get this thing moving, okay? It's free, so go ahead and register. This has been Shay, your Love Diva, and have a magnificent Valentine's Day. I'm going to come again with some more Valentine's Day love and advice. But for today, remember that you are divine, you are a blessing, and you are beautiful, and you deserve all the love God has in store for you. This has been Shay, your Love Diva. Bye, divas. I love you. Bye.